Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stampin' Stampede, and today I wanted to show you this card that I have made. So this one is a take on a gatefold card, and I have now wrapped the belly band around it, and I have added a scallop square onto the banner so that it slides off. What I wanted to show you with this is my upline Natasha badge, another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, gave me a birthday card, and inside it was like an explosion card that she got from another demonstrator. So I thought I would show you how to do this, and then what you do for your greeting is actually just have a 7 by 7 centimeter piece of cardstock in here to pop your greeting on. So I'm going to show you how to do this mechanism for this card. All right, so we get our standard base card first of all. So you take your A5 piece of cardstock, and we're going to bring in our trimmer. Now just make sure that you get out of the way your cutting part, because you don't want to accidentally cut your cardstock. Ask me how I know that. All right, so what we do is we come in and we're scoring at 5.2 centimeters. Sorry, 5.2 centimeters or 2.1 inches. And I'm out of shot, am I? There we go. Can you see me? All good. And score. Turn it round. Come back in at 5.2 centimeters or 2.1 inches and score. So that is our first piece. And if you want to see the other gatefold card with all the measurements on there, just jump back onto my YouTube channel and you will actually see it all there. I might just see if I can actually pan out a bit. No, I don't want to go in. I want to go out. Nope, it's not going to let me go out. Why is that? All right, so what we're then going to do is stick down our 2 strips of designer series paper. They get glued onto here. It just has an outer edge border on all of that, so it has a frame around it. So what we're going to do is just pop that on to our layer, and then taking our other piece. Don't go too close to the edge with your multi-purpose glue because we don't want it to sort of squish out the sides. But I always have handy a baby wipe just to pat dry or pat off any of the excess glue that might spray out. You will need a piece of A4 black cardstock. So take a piece of A4 cardstock and just cut a strip off it. This is about 1.5 inches. You can make it as wide or as thin as you like. It doesn't matter. But and you can also make it out of designer series paper as well. So what I do is I bring it round and gently just fold it over, but not too tight. So that way then I've actually got a nice little fold and it's able to be moved. So I just sort of squish it down sort of back towards the edges of the card, so that now when I glue this, I will actually have that little bit of wiggle room as I go through there. Okay, so you can actually glue it whichever way you like, and you can trim it as well. It doesn't matter which way, but that's just something that I do just to give it that extra bit of security on there. Then what I'm going to do, so I've just popped down some multi-purpose glue, and now I'm just going to stick down my card there. So then just pat off the little bit of glue that's sort of squished out the side. All right, now what I'm going to do is take some bumblebee ribbon, and I'm going to just work out how much ribbon I need to come over to this side to be able to tie a bow. So give or take about that much. And then I'm going to use my tear and tape to actually position some tape onto here so that it actually secures around that belly band. So just take that off if it sticks properly today. Get off. There we go. Alright, get the rubbish out of the way. So lay that down and you can take that off, and then you can actually position this into the center of the cardstock, then bringing it around. I like to tie a double knot at this point because I want to make sure that it is secure, so that if the bow comes undone in transit, so after I've mailed it, at least then the bow, or the ribbon, sorry, is actually still stuck on it. Now the other thing I like to do is actually have my belly band on the card, just so that I don't squeeze that ribbon a little too hard. So just bringing that around. Now you can also secure your ribbon onto the front of your card as well, just if you would like to give it that little bit extra security, but you will have the label sitting over the top of the card as well, of the ribbon, so you don't need to worry too much, but it is always an option if you want to do that. So then just tweak your bow and then neaten up your edges. Okay, so there we have that. What you then do is, I have stamped using the hand penned petals stamp set, and I have actually coloured it in with my pastels. So I've used the soft pastel assortment from Stampin' Up, and I have coloured this in, and you'll be able to see some video tutorials that I'll be doing on this using all of the pastels, so you can actually watch along doing that too if you wish. Alright, so that is our belly band, and that goes onto there. What I did do to secure it on here was I took some dimensionals and I placed 3 of them along this edge. Then I took another 3 dimensionals and I placed them on this edge, and I need another one. So just grab, I might just trim off one of these bits because I haven't got an open packet right here, so I'll pop that over here and I'm going to secure that there. Alright, so that then means that this piece will actually fit onto the top of here and cover that over. Alright, so to get to the mechanism part for the explosion in the card, what you will need is a piece of 8 inches by 4 inches piece of designer series paper. What you do is fold it over into the center so that we're folding over to make a square. What you then do is fold it back on itself, like so. Take the other side and fold it over and score that side again. So you have your piece like this. Don't worry about which side is which because you can actually change it to be another way. So don't worry about which side you want facing in and which side you want facing out just yet. What you're going to do is then fold up to the corner here and just manipulate the corners just so it's nice and flat, end to end, like so. Turn it over, do the other side as well. Undo it. This time what you're going to do, that is the fold that I've done before. So what you're going to do now is actually fold that up, and just again making sure you try to meet as much of that edge as you possibly can. So it's a bit just like a just your origami folding. Turn it over. Now that's the side that I did before, so this time I want to manipulate it in the other way to make it into a triangle. Alright, so I have all of my pieces and everything is folded. So what I did with my card is I wanted the yellow to be facing outer to the outside of the card. So what you do is you'll actually see these two parts here will fold in on themselves. So they fold in and this piece just clamps back down like so. Do the same on the other side, bringing these two pieces in, bring it in, and then folding down like that. So now you have your shape. What you then do, or what I did, was I stuck down 2 strips of tear and tape, one on the inside piece and a longer piece for the outer edge. You could also use your multi-purpose to do this step as well. Taking a smaller piece on the inside and a larger piece on the outer side. Alright, fold it all back up together. So what you're going to do is, or what I did, is if you push the center down and you now have it in here into your card, position it so that it is now centered. Don't worry too much if it's not completely lined up. You're basically trying to get it centered into your card this time. So peel away. I would normally use my take a pick, but it's gone for a walk. So closing this edge down, press that down, peel off the other side of the tear and tape. Up that goes, over like that, and then grabbing hold of our belly band, and then it is ready to be attached to have our greeting and our floral. So I'll bring just back in this one. So it's got space for it to write your message. Pop that onto there. Don't forget your copyright stamp on the back if you're sending that to someone so that they know it's a Stampin' Up! Image. And you can vary this in other ways. And I'm going to show you what Natasha actually sent to me. So this was the outer side. So she has her Misty Moonlight cardstock and the designer series paper on the outside. Then the designer series paper on the inside. She hasn't glued down the center, just the 2 outer edges as well. So there's a place there now for my greeting to go. And for the belly band, what Natasha did was add some of the hand-penned Celebration designer series paper that you can colour it in or leave it black and white. She's added a scallop circle and then stamped in 2 colours here. It's probably Pale Paella and Misty Moonlight. She's added a layer of vellum, used the Colour and Contour stamp, coloured it in, added the twine, this 2-tone beautiful twine, and then added a greeting onto here. So this was the card that I received from Natasha for my birthday, and I thought I would show you how to actually make that explosion part. So there's a couple of ways and variations to actually make on this gatefold card. So there are 3 gatefold cards and you can make them as different as you like or all the same. So hope you like that, and don't forget to leave a comment and share my video. That'd be great. Thank you. Bye.